Hello everybody and welcome back to Dungeons 2. And we're right where we left off after the first mission of the DLC, the Game of Winter. And as you can see, continue. We won our first map, so Barfus died a horrible death. So let's see what comes of it.
Barfus had awakened something in his quest, the corrupting evil. It gathered its mindless undead army together for a march to the south. The only thing in its way were the North Watch and the Wall of Ice.
Okay, let's play.
Barfus crossed the cave and slowly approached the strangely glowing crystal. He had no idea as to what it might be. Like any good hero in a dungeon, he just couldn't keep his greedy little fingers to himself and touched the crystal. As he did, a brilliant light filled the room. When the light faded again, Barfus lay badly wounded on the ground. With his last breath, he stammered, "For the watch," and gave up his life. However, his actions had set something free. Like many other heroes before him, he had inadvertently released another great evil into the world.
Ain't that nice?
The corrupting evil. It had long rested, unaware that two of its siblings were already awake and fighting for supremacy. Its servants awoke with it, the undead. Now they rose from their graves. Skeletons, zombies, ghouls, frights, Nosferatu, all following their vile master's plans. As well as they could. Undead aren't exactly known for their intellectual prowess, and are therefore sometimes referred to as the Mindless Army. They didn't forget Barfus's corpse. The corrupting evil's creatures carried his corpse forth and laid it to its final rest. Then they turned their attention to the living, the North Watch. The wall would fall, and the mindless army would head south, to where the corrupting evil's siblings were already waiting.
Okay, let's see how we play the undead.
And so the ultimate evil awoke. Wait a minute. The ultimate evil? Oh no, that was the main game. Yesterday's news. And so the corrupting evil awoke. The all-too-curious Barfus Snow had released it from its crystal prison. It felt its brothers to the south, and it would meet them very soon. But first there was unfinished business to take care of. The icy wall to the south protected the realms of the Alliance. It had to be destroyed so that the mindless army could march. The huge ice wall was insurmountable, but an old gold mine would play an important role in its destruction. The corrupting evil had to gain control of that mine. Before that could happen, however, a mighty army would have to be raised, which of course required a thriving dungeon. Immediately, the corrupting evil set out to build a dungeon and raise an army of combat-capable creatures. How does one build a dungeon? The corrupting evil already knew that, of course. It had no need of extravagant tutorials, but immediately went into action. The mana-greedy evil had built a mana tomb. Once it had hired a fright, the sweet little thing could haunt the place and produce mana.
Okay, so we have raised Forgotten.
A bloodsucker had risen. These fly-by-night creatures were cowardly and didn't even do any work, but when paired with an undead guard, they could make an insidious combination.
Come on, move faster. Can I hire... Yes, right.
A fright had risen. The cutesy impression was misleading, for this traumatized spirit was a psychopathic creature who listened to and followed the deadly and bloodthirsty promptings of its teddy bear. The vile evil found these endearing qualities indeed. In addition, it also haunted the mana tombs, where it either produced mana or researched new spells.
Yeah, one population. Okay, what else do we got? We got zombies and bone warriors. Requires alchemy lab and laboratory. Okay, this is basically the healing and resting beer, whatever equivalent. The other. Okay, what else we got? We got alchemy lab. Okay, where do I build everything? I can probably put an alchemy lab here.
An alchemy lab was built. Here, the crying to itself evil skeletons would in future brew up nice new gizmos such as traps and the like for the dungeon. Would they discover the Philosopher's Stone in the process? Well, unlikely, very unlikely.
And let's keep it like this for now. Man, they work slow. Okay, now we can hire these guys.
A bone warrior had risen. These bony cronies were armed with rusty swords and would prove most useful to the vile evil in the alchemy lab.
We'll see how we expand this later. Okay, two of each. Now all we need is zombies. Build laboratory, build final resting place, and creatures awoken.
It didn't take long before the corrupting evil had erected a final resting place. A wise decision, for his undead were already craving a place where they could rest their weary bones.
Okay, so undead create these, whatever they are, coffins full of ooze, and they rest in them and get healed. Oh, he wants a ducky. Okay, but man, are they slow. Okay, more population.
Payday!
Okay, we can probably make a room here. Let me start exploring. Nothing. Just gold. Okay, coming down here might be a good idea. Okay, we have gold veins around here. Where was the other one? There. Okay, let's keep it like that.
The dastardly evil had long hidden itself from its creatures, but now the time had come. Since it could not march to the front itself, it had raised an undead general, someone who could throw themselves suicidally into the fray. Barthas Snow was the new Lich General.
What happened to me?
Barthas was still a bit unsteady on his feet, not yet accustomed to the rotting flesh. But all too soon, perverse evil's commands rained down upon him.
Yes, Master. I will do as you say. The wall must fall. The North Watch must die.
Who wouldn't appreciate staff that helpful? The sound engineers around here could certainly learn a bit from him. Hey, don't turn it down!
Okay, so we have Barthas Snow as an undead leech probably, or something like that. Well, undead general. Okay, I'm building another room here. This will probably go down. Okay, more population. Okay, I need... What do I need? What are you doing? Improve room.
But some spiders had captured the exit to the surface for their own purposes.
Oh, damn.
These would first have to be persuaded to get out of the way.
Kill the living.
That's what I meant. Very good.
Okay, so what do I need? Cemetery and laboratory. Hey, Barthas. Okay, I did not want to uncover this. Come on, everybody help.
The last spider lay dead on the ground. While their legs would definitely have made a delicious soup, undead simply have no need of food. Therefore, their remains were left lying where they fell, unused. With the conquest of the spider's territory, the mindless army was able to claim the exit to the upper world for its own and use it from then on. Although the corrupting evil's dungeon still made a rather pitiful impression, one exit to the surface had been uncovered. A good time to take the mindless army to the overworld. Near the Great Wall lay an old gold mine. It would be essential for the destruction of the wall and had to be taken. At a wave of the keeping itself at a safe distance evil's hand, the undead creatures marched off.
Yeah, we're gonna march on a little bit later. So this is closed. I did not see that. I wanted to come and get this book. Okay.
A new spell has been developed in the mana tombs, the Ice Spear. The corrupting evil could use it to slow down and damage any enemy stupid enough to come into its sphere of malignant influence.
Okay, so cemetery is, I think, basically your resurrection. And over here I'm gonna build the laboratory. And since this is the only way open now, let's see how we can build traps here. Something like this. I hope I got it right. Man, these skeletons are slow.
The crazily laughing evil hastily erected a laboratory. Here, zombies would in future do research. Well, pressing stupid buttons, you know. Nevertheless, this room held an incredible potential for improvements to the undead creatures.
There we go. Now we can have zombies. Capture a gold mine. Okay, I'll get to it as soon as I have an actual army. Oh, so this is basically our guard room. Got traps. Okay, I need more money.
The forward-looking evil built a cemetery. There, those undead who had died again could once again rise to toil for evil.
How do I get back here? I'm gonna run out of gold. Okay, I may need to build a bigger laboratory over here. And that should do it. I'll just move this one. First, traps.
Payday!
Yeah, payday.
A zombie had risen. This brainless creature worked in the laboratory where it researched numerous improvements for the undead army. They were pretty decent melee fighters as well.
So this is basically your forge. Ooh, we have spiders.
There are countless spiders pouring out of a room that was accidentally unearthed. Disgusting.
Okay, so we got spiders again. Let's take care of them.
It's payday.
Ooh, rubies. Nice. Okay, let's dig up all of this. What's this? And critical.
The Fright in the Manor Tombs has researched a particularly insidious spell for the wicked evil. The Blight. This spell allowed it to surround all its undead creatures with a poisonous aura that damaged enemies in close combat. How utterly abominable!
Yeah, that's a nice spell. Okay, now we have a kind of an infinite source of gold. We have...
A new spell had become available. Retreat allowed the cowardly evil to order all of its creatures within the area of effect to immediately retreat to the throne room.
That's nice. And I'm building traps. I'm gonna go and discover this as well. Ooh, more spiders. So it's a good thing I found this because we're gonna need money. Not enough.
Spiders have spread throughout the underground.
Okay, let's take care of them. Okay, let's try out Blight. Okay, no rubies here. Okay, let's fill in the rest of these. And then I'm gonna let them finish up these two gold veins so they can move on to this one. And we'll see what else we can do.
The corrupting evil had now learned the Army of the Dead spell, with which it was able to gather its mindless army at a given location. Useful. Very useful.
And look at him come back.
The self-protective evil had erected a death watch. Here, undead creatures would wait for any unwelcome intruders.
Alright guys, welcome back. And we're almost over with all the upgrades we can do.
It's payday.
I have everything. This is doing it now. And these two. This is finished. All the spells and population I can get. And everything here. So this is finished. Nice. Let me get this as well. And I'll close off this. There. This is my little dungeon. Mana here. Laboratory here. Resurrection over here and plus mana. Paths here. Forge or what's this? Laboratory. And a ruby gold vein over here for infinite gold. Okay. Are you done yet? Okay, one more upgrade and we're gonna go to the surface and conquer that mine or capture. I put traps. Actually, I should put some more. I wonder if we're gonna upgrade to level 2 now. Probably not. Let me throw these. Oh. In there. So I can get more minions. Come on. How long does it take? Faster. Stop tickling him. Yeah, he's tickling him. And he's writing with a huge crayon. A little bit more, come on. Do science. And there we have it. Should I leave somebody here to work on these? Yeah, I'll leave the skulls. Actually, no. Everybody comes, including you. Okay, so we have Raise the Dead skill that we can use with Barthas. Let's start
The
exploring.
mindless undead army had reached an impressive size. With an army this powerful, it would be child's play for the corrupting evil to destroy the North Watch. If it was able to pass the wall.
Oh, we'll pass it.
The corrupting evil's activities had not escaped the North Watch. Suspicious, they sent a scouting party to explore the catacombs. Here, they would experience a most unpleasant surprise.
What? Oh, you guys. Yeah, I know spawner buildings. Come on.
This entrance to the dungeon had been buried. It would take talented engineers months before it could be used again. Mindless undead would probably need a touch longer.
Okay, I just wanted that book. And now we have to go this way.
It's payday.
Come on. Move faster, undead. By the way, with your skeletons you can switch weapons. But keep them on range. They're better that way. Go get 'em, boys. Ooh, this is gonna be hard. Good thing I have a huge resurrection room. Okay. So we lost one. Come on. Oh, they keep attacking me now. Ooh, lava. And here's the mine.
The corrupting evil's mindless army had reached the gold mine. A small group of dwarves guarded the entrance, and a rhythmic hammering and hacking could be heard coming from the depths. The undead advanced.
Another one dead. I think the weak point of the undead is they don't have any healing units. Okay, destroy the tower.
The gold-hungry evil had skillfully taken the entrance to the gold mine with acceptable losses. From there, one could hear the dwarves below happily singing, "Hi-ho, hi-ho," and calling out, "Gold, gold, gold!" This would soon have to end. Kill the dwarves, for Azog the for the corrupting evil. Apparently, hammers and pickaxes were neither modern nor fast enough for the dwarves, which led them to acquire an impressive stock of dynamite.
Yeah, I wonder what happens when you blow up this dynamite.
The callous evil apparently didn't care that Barthas had died yet again. Although he was certain to return, it should try to take better care of him next time. This dynamite would destroy even the most impenetrable of walls. The corrupting evil gave it a hearty smack.
Yeah, but first let me get my units out of there. And there's Barthas. Okay, so what do you do here? Simply this. You smack it. Okay, what else we got?
What an incredible spectacle! When it blew up the dynamite, the magnificent evil started a chain reaction which spread inexorably towards the wall. The dynamite also wreaked untold damage upon the surface. Whole areas were laid waste, and it came ever closer to the wall. Until this too fell. The dynamite underground had done its duty and caused sections of the wall to collapse. The way for the undead army was now clear.
Forward for the corrupting evil. Kill the living.
Yes, yes, kill the living. Okay, now I have to start mining all of this. Tough. You take it. Oh, I have another gold thing here. Okay, they're coming. Okay, I'll have to somehow make traps around here. But first we have to dig all of this. Okay guys, so they kind of attack me from here now, because this is the easiest way to attack. I'm gonna start charging, get rid of some of their outposts. So when you start blowing up dynamite, do not blow the one around here somewhere, because it opens up this entrance and you don't want that.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Good thing we have a lot of mana. Okay, keep moving.
Just as the mindless army was about to cross the imposing ice bridge, it collapsed. Someone had probably dropped a bag of salt.
So they destroyed it. Alright, so now they can only attack us from down here. That's good. I can make some trap rooms. Okay, let's grab everybody. Because now they can only attack us from one direction.
Undead coming from the north! They want to breach the wall! Men of the North Watch, to me!
Okay, let's get them. While my little skeletons try to fix up the dungeon.
The corrupting evil watched the men of the North Watch burn the bodies of their dead. A terrible waste of undead material. With Bartha's skills, the corrupting evil could add these bodies to its army.
Arise for your new master. Follow me into battle.
This Barthas is slowly starting to grow on me. It was a good idea to introduce a main character Barthas used his newfound powers to call some undead minions to his side. Now, it was time to move against the individual North Watch camps and destroy them. Eagerly, the mindless army went to work.
Alright, let's take care of these camps. They stop attacking us. Okay, nothing there.
Payday! The North Watch's eastern fortress went up in flames. The competent evil patted itself on the back and sent its troops forth.
Question. Do undead really need to be paid? I can somehow understand the horde and demons, but come on, they're undead. And look at this, winter is coming. There we go. Ooh, I cannot take that on.
Barthas, is that you? What happened to you? You're one of us.
I serve my lord. My days as one of the living are over. All of you shall die.
Traitor! The Red God will punish you with cleansing fire. Men, kill this abomination!
And they killed him. Go for this. So we stop getting attacked. And the last thing is this.
Pull back! The wall is lost! Barthas, you may have won this battle, but we will meet again and then I shall destroy you in the Red God's name!
Try it. The corrupting evil will destroy you.
Wow! Those two make me almost superfluous. But only almost. The mindless army continued its advance and effortlessly overran the last surviving North Watch defenders. The destructive evil had destroyed the North Watch's Black Fortress. The White Walkers, the mindless army, moved on.
Okay, let's continue until we probably lose all of them. Come on, destroy them. Show them that winter is indeed coming. Man, I hate that phrase. Oh, I didn't even have to destroy this. Well, let's come down here anyway. Is healing my troops? Not sure, but whatever. Okay, this is it. Destroy it, boys.
The North Watch's shady tower proved helpless against the mindless army, and fell so quickly that everyone wondered if there wasn't something faulty with it. The undead had triumphed.
Yay!
The wall was destroyed, and the North Watch with it. The mindless army flowed undisturbed south into the former realms of the Alliance. The corrupting evil had won a glorious victory, but this was only the first step. It was time to perform a truly vicious act, so as to win its subordinates' respect, if there was such a thing amongst the undead.
Okay, guys. So, in the next mission, we're probably gonna go to level 2 and see what upgrades we have for the undead. But until then, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy what I do. Maybe share the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, have a nice day.